Listen, come here. They're finally saying the quiet part out loud. If you heard or you haven't heard the Kid Rock interview, literally he said that he thinks that Jay-Z is the Super Bowl halftime performance CEO, Apple Music, because of DEI hire. You heard that? He feels like he does not require the ability or the talent or the skill enough to have that position, a Emmy, Grammy nominated star, all these things. Do you guys to compare? I'm not even going to list it for you guys because it would be sad and ridiculous. Do you guys compare Kids Rock's career to Jay-Z's career? Something that is equal, above, beyond? Please let me know in the comments. No matter what political part you're on, let me know if you guys think that Kid Rock's career is better or equal or anywhere in the same qualification as Jay-Z, because according to him, if it wasn't for DEI hire in his mathematical equation, he could have that job. It should belong to him or someone who's Caucasian, is what I'm understanding, because apparently Jay-Z does not have the qualifications or the awards or the skill to have that position. That the only reason why he has that position is because of inclusion. So it had to be a white person. So because it wasn't a white person, he wasn't qualified. Or if no, that job should have been his automatically. Or because he has all of the qualifications to run that program as the person who should have been picking the next the next artist for the Super Bowl, because he is Caucasian, because he is the representation and he has a skill to know what should be the next star. Please let me know in the comments if you're finally understanding that they're saying the quiet parts out loud. That is because he is Caucasian. They should have had the job, and that he is more qualified than Jay-Z to have that job. Let me know.
What'd you think of Bad Bunny? I know you didn't see all of it, but you saw some clips.
Like most people, I didn't understand any of it. I mean, I saw there's a lot of dancers and a lot of big to-do stuff. And, he said he wanted to have a dance party. It looked like he had one. Not my cup of tea, but I don't fault that kid for, doing the Super Bowl, getting in front of a global audience. I fault the NFL for putting him in that position, and Turning Point for having to come out and have an alternative for people to watch. It's just poor kid.
Poor rich kid.
Poor rich kid. Man, I think this all started, I could go on for days, but to sum it, I would think back 2016 when Colin Kaepernick took a knee, to protest, I think it was racial injustice and police brutality and everything that, they got a lot of people's panties in a bunch, self included. I did not agree with him, but nonetheless, he's got the right to speak his mind, do his thing. And Roger Goodell really had a real problem on his hand back then. And I think he was like, how do I get out of this and, keep making the tens upon millions of dollars a year that I make, in a predominantly male black league. So he goes like, well, maybe Jay-Z will do it, which nothing against Jay-Z. I respect him for his hustle and, his music. But it seems like there's a little bit of a DEI hire there going on, to kind of like, black guys love Jay-Z. And of course, I'm not that ignorant. I know a lot of us love Jay-Z, not just black guys. But in the league where he had this problem, it seemed like, we'll bring him in. And so, Jay-Z's not going to take that position of power and that money. So, then they convened in a not-for-profit league until, they quietly got rid of that tax exempt status at some point, so Roger did not have to disclose his salary. So he had all sorts of problems. So he brings in Jay-Z, and what's Jay-Z going to do? He's going to do right by his base. That's where you had Kendrick Lamar last year. A lot of people didn't get. I respect Kendrick Lamar, but wasn't my cup of tea. And, then this year you're like, wow, they're going to double down. And to me, it was kind of just like another middle finger to conservatives, to the MAGA, crowd, to my base, everything.